Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Back from a little hiatus now that I took this past week. I did not do my midweek bench talk or my Saturday spotlight this week. I just needed time to take with the family. Took a little time away from the bench. Wife and I got to take a couple days and do things and that we enjoyed, catch up together. And I love the model car hobby. I love building. But sometimes you just need to take that break and catch up with the family. They are absolutely the most important thing there. So we got some good catching up done. So we're back to the bench. Glad to have you with us, and we'll go ahead and proceed with this one. Get these guys out of the road. Little car nut here's been doing some tinkering around. Got his little toolbox out there. And we'll get him out of the way. Actually, guys, I come across this. I was digging up some parts for the Cadillac, and had come across this. I'd almost forgot that I did it. But I figure, you know what? We've got a model car garage, so we need some model car tools. So there we go. The 1/25th scale toolbox and everything all ready to go. And I think we'll just make this a part of the background for the videos. Just something else kind of cool to see there as we're talking about what we got to talk about. So, all right, guys, you saw by the thumbnail, this is it. This is the reveal, final reveal on the JoHan 64 Cadillac. We're going to bring this guy in here. I'm pleased with the way it came out, guys. It's just like I had envisioned that I wanted it to be when I started it, way back when. So here it is. We got her back in here. I'm going to let her spin around a little bit. Now, this might be a little bit noisy. It's been sitting out here in the garage, and it got a little cold again, so it might be a little bit noisy. But there she is, guys. 64 JoHan. Now, this was from the customizing kit, and the only way I know that is because of the parts that it had on it when I first got it, which was 1995. I bought this at a swap meet for $5. And like I said, it was incomplete. It didn't have any of the factory parts, which I really wanted to buy build a factory Cadillac style. And I didn't really care for the custom front end that it had on. I just wanted to have the like a regular Cadillac. So all those years it took to collect the parts, before the readily access of the internet and all that, and eBay and everything, had a hard time finding parts for it. But I finally got them all accumulated. I said, you know what, it's time to get it done. So here we go. Back this out of the way and bring this guy in close to you, and we'll let you take a look at it, see what we got. So there it is, guys. 1964 JoHan Cadillac. And I did come up with a wheel solution. I know I talked about last time I had the wire wheels that came with the kit, or I had these that came out of the 72 Chevy pickup. Now, these I think are found in this come out of the Coca-Cola edition of that, and I think they're also in the Racer's Wedge, I believe. These are like I think it's a BBS wheel, wire wheel, and guys, they worked out well. Now, I did have to do some altering on those, and set him down here for just a second. And I'll show you the difference on this. I got one of these other wheels here handy. Here's the original wire wheel that would have came on this, that would have had the spinner. And you can see how thin that is. And then here's one of the other. I had an extra set of these, and you can see the difference in the thickness. So I really had to clean some off of this wheel here on that. And it really, really takes some off there. But I worked at that and got everything taken care of, and came out really nice. Everything fit up good after that, and no complaints about that. So what I did on this, actually, I dropped this back end down just a little bit, because these axle blocks back here actually have about 4 different holes. I think you got your stock height, and then you got one that's raised up, and then you got a lowered one, which is this position. Then you got one that's, I think, even lower than this. And then you could actually flip these spindles side to side and actually get that to lower down. But I kind of wanted the front at the stock height, but I just like that back end drop just a little bit. And I'll get some stills on the end of this for you guys so you see just how that sets in the stance and everything. But just really, really pleased with how it came out. And there's that back end there. I got, these are resin. These are resin taillights. Now, they didn't fit quite probably like they should. But, you know, if you don't go pointing it out, it's really not that big of a deal. You don't really notice it. And then I just did a little bit of color addition on this emblem here to kind of give you the illusion that that emblem is all colored up there. And then coming around to this side, about the same. I got the bare metal foil. Got the bare metal foil on the side, up around all the chrome on the top. And then I did these pillars. And then down around here on the windshield in the Molotov pen, just because of the wipers and all the extra complex curves there and everything. And bare metal foiled the door handles. And we got all the chrome going on that. And the steering is posable. All that worked out well for me. With those new parts that I got, everything went real smooth there, no issues. And we'll go ahead and open the hood here and show you the engine. There's the engine. Now, I opted not, this doesn't come with a radiator hose, so I just opted not to put one in there, and I may eventually put a radiator hose in there, but I may just leave it like it is, as that's how the kit came, basically. The only thing I did, obviously, is I put the plug wires in it, and we got some battery cables in there. Just to dress up the bottom, we got our washer bottle there. I just painted that with acrylic white craft paint. And then I think I showed you the firewall before with the power booster down in there. Just detailed that up a little bit. And then the front end, guys, this bumper grill assembly that I had ordered this off of eBay because I had ordered one, but this corner here was actually broke right here, and I didn't realize that when I looked at the pictures on eBay. So I actually located another one, but there was no headlight detail on there. It's like it would have came with separate headlight lenses. So I did a digging in the parts box, and I found some lenses. Worked perfectly, guys. So that was a perfect diameter. So that just set that front end right off there. Did a little light black wash in the grill, kind of bring that out just a little bit. Excuse me. And then for this side mirror, this is off the 64 AMT Impala. So I put just like a nice sport mirror on there. That hole was just a little bit big that was drilled in there, but I figured it really doesn't stand out. Like I said, unless you go pointing it out all the time, you really don't notice that. And then there's that interior. I was pleased with the colors I come up with on that. It just seemed to fit. With the outside color and everything. So pleased with that. And then we got the underside. Again, just detailed a little bit. And then there's that tie rod. I did opt to go with the chrome one just to dress it up a little bit. You know, no biggie. And then there's all the new suspension parts, the spindles, everything worked well. The only thing was one of the spindles didn't have a hole drilled through at all. So I actually had to drill the hole for that pin. But that all ended up working out okay too. So, but guys, that's really pretty much it. That is the 64. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think anything else as far as building issues that I had with it. I don't know if you can see this, but here's one thing I would do differently if I could go back and do it all over. Was these where these body pin bosses are. I didn't really notice that at the time until after I had the paint on it, but I should have actually filled that a little better. But, you know, once again, like most of my builds, it is what it is. And that's how we came out. But, yeah, factory GM color, code 32, Seacrest Green Metallic, an actual 1964 GM color for Cadillac. And then the hood, underneath side there, we just kind of painted up the insulation there just lightly. And again, did the same thing on the hood with that emblem. We just kind of give the illusion that it's got the... really touchy for a guy who's not quite as steady as I used to be, and eyes aren't what they were. It just gives you the illusion, if that'll focus for you. Nope, that's going to be worse. Yeah, give the illusion that that emblem is all painted up there. So, but that's it, guys. I don't know that there's a whole lot else I can tell about it, other than that is the final on the JoHan 64 Cadillac. Again, just... bringing another old JoHan kit to life, saving it from a certain doom. Oh, and the other thing is, I did find this bag of some of the parts that it had on it when I first got it. And there, that is the price tag that was on the bag when I got it. And now we have just a couple pieces left. This was that front end that they would have to go on the custom one right there. But I just didn't really, I really didn't care for that. And then you would have had these headlights. So without taking up a whole lot more time. Digging the bag. Anyway, it had dual headlights. Yeah, here you go. It would have had these dual headlights that would go up like in here, or probably like this. Yeah, I think like that. So, but I just didn't care for that, and I wanted to do it, like I said, like in a factory style. The only difference would be that didn't adhere to the factory part was I did lower the back end a little bit, and the wire wheels that I put on it. So, but you know, the guy, he liked his Cadillac. He didn't want to hack it up or customize it, but he just went down and got him a nice set of wire wheels for it. So that's the story on that, guys. And I'm going to put some stills on the end of this so you can really see that that stance, and I'll get a couple different angles for you as far as that goes. But that's it, guys. Coming up on the bench next, I'll definitely want to get started on the build for Senior, the tribute build with GMC Astro 95. Get going on that. I got some stuff that came in for that, and I'll do that in another video for you. And I also think I might want to start digging into that 57 Ford custom that I started years ago, trying to get that thing going, and we'll have some updates on that too as well. I think that's where we're going. And also, I got my 1-year anniversary of my channel coming up at the end of May, and I got kind of something special that I'm going to, a special build that I'm going to do in regards to that. So we'll talk about all that in another video. Right now, we'll go ahead and get out of here, guys. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and have them come on over and stop by the garage and check it out. So thank you, subscribers. I appreciate it so much. And with that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and close it out right now. So with that being said, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.